Battery. Okay. So when we start tomorrow, the very first thing that's probably going to come up for you is distraction, confusion, procrastination, whatever you've got going on. The rest of your life will probably be here in full display tomorrow morning. And that's okay. One of the purposes of this event is to help you, to allow you, first of all, to see what gets in your way in life and in life force, and give you the support to break through. So if in life you find that you're procrastinating or, again, avoidance, or if you're having trouble keeping commitments, or if you're having trouble staying focused, it'll probably show up tomorrow, and that's fine. What you want to do is use the talent that's going to be in the room. But ultimately, it's your event. You're going to get out of it pretty much what you invest in. And if you're not willing to take a few risks, first of all, I don't think you'd be here, but I want to invite you to take some bold risks tomorrow. Now, people may have a funny view of what a boot camp is. First of all, it's not a military exercise. Everything's optional. We're not here to make you uncomfortable. We're not here to kind of force you to do anything. That's not our role. Our role is support. We will offer opportunities that are completely optional. For example, to go prospecting in a live situation. We may go up to a shopping center or to a local event or on the street. We strongly encourage you to go with somebody, to not go out on your own, but to go with an experienced leader or a buddy and maybe 2 or 3 people or a group of people, and get some support. You know, get feedback, get comfortable with this. Now, why would we want to offer that? Well, there's a couple of reasons. First of all, again, to break through. Here's an opportunity to have some personal growth, professional growth in a controlled situation, right? There's no big stakes. If it doesn't work, if the person totally ignores you, that's fine. This isn't your best friend. This isn't high stakes. We're not expecting you to actually go in an unusual or new circumstance and sign somebody up. If you do, great, but that's not what we're looking for. We're actually looking for you to have the experience of approaching somebody that you don't know in that particular phase. Now, why would we do that? Well, how many times have you been in a situation, we call it the elevator situation. So you're in the elevator, the door closes, and you look over and go, that's the person I would love to have in my business. And the words won't come, right? Because you don't know what to say, because you're uncomfortable, because it's new, it's different. It's like, I can't talk to a person in an elevator, they might think I'm weird. Whatever that mental chatter is, first of all, I want to say, welcome to the human race. We all have it. Crown diamonds have it. Diamonds, everybody's got it. The difference is, if I've done it in a non-threatening rehearsal situation, if I've done it 4 or 5 times, the words come. I can even turn the brain off and the words just come. So part of the opportunity is for you to get comfortable with an inherently uncomfortable situation. So when that perfect person comes into your bubble, into your sphere, you can just say what needs to be said. Okay? You see the value of that? Yeah. Because I know personally I've been in situations where I wanted to say something and I just, for whatever reason, didn't. And who knows? Maybe it wouldn't have worked, maybe it would have worked, but I felt like I missed a golden opportunity. So you have a chance here tomorrow to work with that. Okay? The other thing is tomorrow we're going to have a structured time for calls and for live 3-ways. Now let's say you choose the option of going out and maybe you go to the mall or you go to a local event and you meet somebody and you kind of bond with them and they have some time right now. And you say, well, wow, this is really cool. Well, look, I've got some very successful people I'm working with, and they're just down the street. How would you like to meet them? And they go, yeah, that'd be really cool. This looks really good. So what we're going to advise you to do or recommend you do is actually sit down with them either where the event is or on the spot if you have a smartphone or a tablet, and show them a little, either the 15-minute video or the 28-minute videos that we have, and we'll show you how to access those, so that they get a little presentation. And on the spot, they can meet the people in the video, or they can meet an upline. So the whole cycle gets compressed dramatically. So I meet Cliff on the street, we bond, I say, hey, you know, this is a great chance to make some money. He says, I'm in, I'm looking for this. I say, hey, look, how'd you like to meet my business partners right now? Because they're in town. golden opportunity. He says, yeah, I'll do it. I say, great. Well, let's go in my car or your car, or you follow me or I'll follow you. And we drive there, he sits them down, they watch the video, and then one of the leaders will sit with your prospect one-on-one and help you to get them to a decision point. And we're not going to sell them, we're not going to close them, we're just going to answer their questions. That's basically what we're going to do. Okay, so that's on offer tomorrow. That's powerful. The other thing you can do is on the spot, get any one of the leaders on the phone with your prospect. See, most people, myself, when I do boot camps, I'm not the world's best prospect. I'll just tell you right now. And I can do face-to-face, and I've done it, and I'm okay. I'm more comfortable on the phone. You know, that's just my thing. I can make a lot more calls than I can do bump into, so I'm on the phone. But I can get Savannah on the phone on the spot. He's right in the same room. I can say, Savannah, I got my friend here. He's interested. Can you chat with him? And I do what we just did, right? Edify him, edify my friend, hand the phone to Savannah, put on the duct tape, I'm taking notes, I'm watching what Savannah's doing, and, you know, like that. So that's powerful. You've got that option. Even more importantly, you can do some modeling, or mirroring. We call it mirroring. The human brain is uniquely set up to mirror, and network marketing is caught, not taught. What that means is you can listen to Cliff making calls. Perhaps you can hear Savannah making calls, Lisa making calls, Vera making calls. And you can actually listen. Maybe there's one phrase they use, and you go, wow. And that phrase could make you, who knows, $100,000, $1 million? I don't know. But you can actually pick up direct techniques from the people in the room that are prospecting, right? You can watch their work habits. You can watch, well, Lisa gets her headphones, she gets some music, and she gets all jazzed up, and then she's moving around when she's talking. I'm going to try that. Or you might go, that's nuts. I can't do that. I need quiet, and I need focus. So here's a chance for you to get some work techniques and habits that are your own and experiment. You see, you're going to see successful people. This is how they do it, right? How valuable is that? To get around highly successful people, get the coaching, get the support. If you got a challenge, you got a question. Hey Lisa, you know, I'm just fogged out here. You know, I can't seem to connect through the phone. How do you do it? And she'll give you the benefit of her experience. She might say something like, well, I just get into a hard space and, you know, I don't know what she does. So the point is, you've got a golden opportunity. But the most important thing I'm going to suggest you have here is a chance to make some serious money this weekend. We've had some really, really good breakthroughs. People who haven't, they've been totally unsuccessful prospecting. And they come to a boot camp, and just the last boot camp we were at last weekend, selling, signing people up, boom, boom, boom. Which they haven't, I don't want to be disrespectful, I don't think they've ever done that before. But in this environment, they get in the zone and it's happening for them. They're making sales, they're getting fast start bonuses, they're getting people involved, right? And the highest of all is this thing, this elusive thing we call the zone. So, you know, getting in the zone, what we've seen is that there's no predictability. You may not get in the zone. You may get in the zone in day one. There seems to be a natural cycle in the boot camps. You know, the first day, if you're brand new, people may be tentative, and then, you know, it's kind of a bit of a slog. And I'm not setting this up like this is going to be your experience. By the second day, people are more comfortable, they know the flow, they're making calls, and at some point, a lot of people just slip into the zone. There's not a bell that goes off, but suddenly the calls are going, everybody's answering, they're saying yes, they're excited, you're having a blast, you're making money, and at the end, we're going to offer you a chance to share, and it's optional. And what we've been getting consistently is people will say, you know, I didn't know this was that much fun. I came here, I was terrified, I was nervous, I was, you know, freaked out about it, but this is fun. I want to do this. Why haven't I been doing this? I want to do this all the time. This is what I want to do with my life. Okay? The last piece I want to talk about a little bit is your commitment. Now, we talked about earlier about goals, having a daily goal, an hourly goal, an event goal, whatever that looks like for you, and we'll help you craft those. We can help you manage your expectations. But I want to talk about the commitment so that this is not a peak experience. This is not just something you went to and it was Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and by Wednesday it was like, yeah, that was pretty cool. What we're after here is a sustained launch of your business enterprise to a whole new plateau, a whole new level, I should say. And what's required for that is that you keep it alive. If you don't make a commitment to keep it alive, it will likely die. Until your business is big enough where it has a momentum of its own, and it will at some point, you're going to be the driver. You're going to need to keep it alive. And the very best way we know to do that is to commit to the very next event. And the very next event in this market will be an I Am a Champion Day, a one-day event next weekend. Okay? And then the weekend after, and the weekend after. And then we're going to have another boot camp, and we're going to have the Melbourne conference, and then I Am a Champion, I Am a Champion, I Am a Champion, and then another boot camp. So here's how you build. First of all, you commit to going to power hours, doing home meetings, and I Am a Champions. And then everybody you're bringing in, you get them in that system. Now here's where the magic happens. First of all, it doesn't take any rank or any experience to hold a power hour. All of us should be doing that in our homes. That's simply saying, yep, Tuesday from 2 to 4, I'm doing a power hour, and then you get your people there, or you get some cross-line people, and you just get on. It's a work session. You just get on the phone. It takes a very low threshold of rank or skill to hold an I Am a Champion Day, because what you're really doing is you're lining up a facility, which could be your home or somebody's home, and you're having a start time and you're having a finish time. You don't have to do a lot more. You can, if there are new people coming, you show them these videos that we just produced. You can Skype in, you can get us on the Skype. You just have a little laptop or a computer. We'll come on and we'll say, welcome everybody, here's what we're up to, and we'll do the intro for you. And then we're going to say, okay, it's time to get work, over to your local leader. And then just get to work. And you work all day, and at the end, you may have some sharing, a couple minutes of sharing, and that's it. It doesn't take a lot to do that. But what you're creating is a template for your people to move into. It's first of all, it's putting you in a leadership position. You're assuming a leadership position, and they're seeing that. And they're saying, well, she can do it, I can do it. And what we're after, what you should be after, is you're having an I Am a Champion in your suburb, and on the other side of the city, one of your downlines having an I Am a Champion on the same day. And then in the next city over, your downline's having an I Am a Champion Day. And then another suburb, another city. So in your team, you've got independent, connected I Am a Champion Days going on. Because that will blow your business through the roof. Then when you get a top leader in for a boot camp, a 3-day event, all these I Am a Champion Days will feed into that boot camp. Well, you get like 3-star and Crown Diamonds coming in. Everybody's going to go to that. And then when you have a Dream Academy hit, that's when you can get thousands of people, because all these suburbs and cities are feeding into a big event. That's how you get 2,000 or 3,000 or more people at one of these events. Okay, so I'm going to invite you to think like that. Think in terms of a system and a vision, because here's what I want to share. If you're promoting the Dream Kits, which in this market is slightly different, but if you're promoting Dream Kits and you're running 100 of those Dream Kits through your group a month, you're going to make $10,000 a month. Okay? If you're running 1,000 of those Dream Kits through your group a month, you're going to make $100,000 a month. Okay? So once you get your head around that. Now you might think, oh gosh, I could never have 1,000. Well, I'm going to tell you, if you have these things going on, right, that don't require seniority or experience, if you can start feeding these, you could get 100 or 1,000 Dream Kits moving through your group. Okay? So, you may not want or need that much money, but I'm just saying, that's where you can take this thing. And it can go a lot faster than you might imagine, especially with these products. So, anything you guys want to say? We all good? Any questions, comments? All good? So,
There'll be once a month boot camps that are going to be happening.